But what is the function of that? When we remove that one, we need to ensure that this area that we reduce is horizontally, wherever is it. For example, you match with the IT, this one, the Bufa book, okay? This is Bufa book. The Bufa book show like this, but my teacher teach it to make it lower. But like I said, when I was in Mahidol, I make it this one. But if you go with Madesh, I'm sorry to say, I'm totally mentioning the name. Madesh said, if you make it like this, it's become quadrilateral. And like I said, I really don't know why or how, but at that time when I teach my student in diploma, like I teach you, and then my desk come and he said, oh, you make quadrilateral. He said, but for me, forget about quadrilateral or anything, you know, this is containment. And this is the area of gluteal muscle. So what is the function of this area? First thing is to contain your gluteal muscle. Second thing is to increase the comfort during the sitting. So the person always come, when it goes higher, it will be always sitting comfort. But there is a proof in the Bufa book. It mentions the level of ischial containment. In the book of Lathrop University handbook also, it mentions that. So as long as it's for that one, it doesn't matter. But now, can you tell me, we are not using lamination, right? We are using what? Plastic, right? Do you know the flexibility of the plastic? Yeah, your plastic always flexible, right? Even in therefore there is more flexible, you know, like the plastic region. So if you cut it shorter there, imagine, no? You cut it shorter, and this is only the area of your containment. What happened to this area? The strength will be increased. It could be slightly bending. But when we keep it higher like this, it's going to be like create a square, which is going to have bigger inertia. So it will be not easy to deform. Can you understand that? Yeah, that is how it's supposed to be done. But again, some people said, for sitting comfort, you can cut it even lower. And I could say yes, but if you use lamination, I will always suggest you to cut it lower.
So if we contain the gluteus maximus muscle, then what is the advantage? Or if we don't contain the gluteus muscle, what is the disadvantage?
Okay, the area in here actually is not about, okay, the content of the gluteal muscle is not meant about it will be worked properly or not worked properly, but it's about your socket comfort. You know, when you contain the muscle, it will be more comfortable. But when you make it lower, you don't have content at that area. Sometimes you have a gap over there. It could be lesser suspension. It could be this area will have a gap. There is so many effects will be there. But like I said to you, there is nothing related over there. But the function of this is to contain the gluteal muscle. Okay? And then the next one is kind of like sitting comfort. So there is two functions that we need to achieve. And these two functions need to be match each other. For me, if the patient is a bit muscular, I like to cut it lower. But when the patient is more skinnier, less gluteal muscle, I will cover it even more. Because we want to keep it touched properly, like your patient especially.
But sir, my patient is driver.
That's my point. Is it sitting comfort will be a problem or no when you keep it higher? Because like I said to you, I make it most of the time when I was in Malaysia, it's this level. Nobody complain about sitting comfort because I create proper flare, I create proper reduction. So sitting comfort doesn't mean when you keep it higher, the sitting comfort will not be happening. I just said people claim that this sitting comfort is not happening. So that's why I want you to prove it. You have 3 devices. I want you to fit it. And with this fitting, or maybe you can make it higher first. After that you cut lower, lower and lower and see, is it really affecting sitting comfort? I don't want to tell you it will be not comfort, like I said to you, it's like quadrilateral. Don't tell me quadrilateral, what people done. The sitting, ischial seat, how many centimeters? Ischial seat length.
2.5.
How you will pass your ISPO exam, you don't know. 1.5 centimeter to the IT from here, and 1 centimeter posteriorly. So how much it is? 2.5 approximately. But we're gonna keep it 3 first. Yes or no? After that we can cut it. When you make it 2.5 directly, it could be shorter. So we make it 3. But is it 3? No, it's 2.5. Something like this. Is it 2? No, it's 1 to 1.5. Remember, medial. But I keep asking you to make it more. Yeah, doesn't matter. So now I'm gonna teach you how to do this one. So we lengthen the, like I'm gonna done it 3 aspect, okay? So you already have this IT. Okay, just this IT, and you go 2.5 centimeter behind, and then from that 2.5 centimeter behind, can I have a ruler? Yeah, so for this, right, we need to make it 5. Like this, right? So this is, and goes there. This is 5 for our containment. And from that to go behind is 1 centimeter. See it or no? See it or no? This one. Yeah, it could be 2.5 more until here, but we don't keep it that extra here. We didn't keep it that extra. Like I said to you, we don't need to carry here. We use in Dufa, we don't care about that. But I'm just telling you how much we need to reduce that. So the reduction that we need to reach is from 2.5 goes 1 centimeter only. So that is our reduction plan. So now we're gonna do one by one, okay? This is one first. The one that we do it below the IT. Is it possible to do it? Yes. And I like to do it when I'm working with the lamination. So this is the first thing that we do, is need to be level. And yeah, it's around 1 centimeter touching. And just like that, done. And after that, whether you use half round or anything, you just blend this area. You remove that area already, right? And how to remove that area is need to be blended. So we're gonna just blend with this area. So that's why I said to you, to who that I said don't care about this area because we will do something to you, right? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, we blend it like that. And how much we're gonna blend it? We're gonna measure it, follow our goal circumference reduction half, right? And we are not making it flat, we make it contour. And the contour will be follow your stump shape. So like your one is so small, right? It could be smaller, like your one is bigger, it could be bigger. So it doesn't need to be this line. Understood? Yeah, just like that. This is how if it goes below the IT level. Right? This is the IT, right? And this is below the IT level. Okay? There is one trim line that you can do it. Just below, like I said, around 0.5 to 1 centimeter. I mentioned it already. You can go back to your video recording and mention. And still someone asking it. So the focus is not there. And that's why you always miss it. Because some of your teachers doesn't even have that one. And sometimes you have set 1 centimeter. But when you're not focused, what will happen? You forgot it. But you will remember that this is 1. And next time you said, oh, I'm insert set is 1. Understood? Okay? So you just do that. Yeah. And the shape is just need to be blended, and I'm not reduction more than how is it supposed to be. Because what? I follow the shape, the stump shape contour. Ah, done? This is that one, but I like to go IT level, for example. So the same thing, we just reuse the same area at the IT level. So you just take it from there, and you reduce it there. And the same thing goes, flatten it. And then after you flatten it, you blend it. This area. You blend it this area. The same. It goes like that. But if you finally want it to be this level, like I said to you, I want you to find out, and then after that you decide which one. But if you're asking me for the buva, what is buva mentioned? IT level. So if someone said no, okay, attack this buva, we learn from this one. So nobody will say no with your team. But yeah, some people will say, don't follow that book. So don't come to examine me then if you don't follow that book. Simple answer, right? Because you need to examine to what you learn, not what you ever learn. Okay? Clear enough? So that is it. And if you want to be slightly higher than IT level, also around 1 to 0.5, also okay. Yeah, it can be done similarly also like that. But what I want you to focus is this blended shape. We need to blend it more like this. Clear enough? Any question until this? Like I said to you, right? I don't care much about my area. Might be this area correct, but this area not correct. Because why? Now, if we want to be in the containment level, this is how we're gonna reduce it. Exactly at the containment level. Exactly at the containment level. And use your hot round and blend it. And that is it. So now divide yourself into 3 groups and find out which one that you would like to make. And after that, I want to see your discussion to the patient that, okay sir, patient say everything the same, for example, during sitting. So what does that mean? So there is no problem with sitting comfort. But if someone said, sir, this one okay sir, fitting better, but this one is not related to fitting comfort. It's sitting comfort relating to your feet. Because you are 3 different persons. Your cast can be good, can be bad. And people can say, oh, this is bad. When it's bad in everything. Cannot sit properly or anything. But what I want you to try, because Bufa mentioned like that, and I want you follow what your book mentioned. After that, if you want to make it shorter, you can cut it shorter later. Yeah, everything has to be like. That's why, like I said, I should build up that area before. But maybe after this, I need to check again. Maybe I don't need to build up. That's why I don't want to build up at the beginning. Because if you already build up, what will happen? You reduce it again and it's so hard, right? Okay? And that's why I said to you the same thing, right? Let it be first, right? And you too, right? Because I know what you're gonna do. Okay? Yeah, just like that. So I will blend it. Blend it all to your part. And this is what I say. It should be should be. It's not a flat thing. Just if you don't believe me, you just use my pencil and just do the straight line. It will become. You just do the straight line. It will always become this thing. Because it's already curved. Yeah, that is it. What we are trying. That's why I said this one is too much posterior, because it's impossible that it's gonna go like this. It should be somewhere around here. And in here, we're gonna blend it more. And like I said to you, I need to build up here. Yeah, this is how it's supposed to be. Oh, I made a mistake there. I should not reduce the ambulation. But yeah, it's blending. Done? Any question? Any question? Difficult? It's about your focus, okay? Because I really feel like whenever I explain in your lack of focus, you feel like by seeing only you can understand, but it's not. Sometimes I say something, you don't even catch it up. Especially at this time, usually Tazaka already feels sleepy. Used to. Because last time I explained about upper limb, right? And Tazaka sleeping at this time and cannot answer it after that. It's about your focus. Okay? Yeah. Got it? So that is the posterior part. And if you see, pay attention there, the section A and B, it should be like this. The shape, right? That is how you need to use. Depend on, this is because of it long, that's why it goes like that. Yeah, this is gonna be in the shape. Okay, the same thing next. Clear enough? And then that is the thing. After that we go to anterior, but when we go to anterior, we don't even care about the scarpa triangle, but we need to care about our circumference. After that we finish with the build up. And it's much easier than quadrilateral, in my opinion. But I'm not pretty sure about it. Yeah. Done? Any question? Almost done. Like I said to you, I mean, if you have a good cast, it's not gonna take a longer time to do it. It's gonna do it. So if I wanna see my trim line, I already create the trim line. Then this is the trim line there, and then the trim line will go there. So lateral and posterior trim line done. On the medial, it would go down slightly more there. Then anterior, this is already shaped also. I will just blend it. And then this is a SRS. It will just go like this. And we finish.
Really nice, really 2 hours dedication.
3 hours. 3 hours. And I don't think I spent 3 hours yet.